Black people are next.
So wait, people really thought that African Americans were immigrants? I know y'all lying.
So I keep seeing up and down my timeline, Caribbean people and Africans saying that black people is not American. It's just bizarre. We need to claim our African roots. We need to go back home, or they all black and they saying that, well, we can say we black American too. I seen this Ethiopian girl saying, oh, we don't know where we came from and we African and we West African. They can't grasp that we're not immigrants.
Y'all remember when they was telling black Americans that they could get deported?
They just voted to give Trump the ability, legally, to give him the ability to deport U.S. citizens. That is what they voted for.
Remember? 5 minutes later.
When they're saying they're going to deport me, knowing full well that you cannot deport an American citizen.
Now, if Ilhan Omar, a Somalian refugee, can't get deported, a black American most definitely can't get deported. We've been here before the inception of this country. They label us the foundation population, also known as foundational population.
African American community is the only community that has the power in this country to change anything. They are the only one with the experience of civil matter. They are the only one que tenían el esclavo ahí mismitico. They are the only one that are not gonna get deported anywhere, and you cannot put them all in jail. So African American community, which is a community that is stepped on by Cubans, the most are the only ones that are going to save the Latinos. And I clap for the African American community that has not come out, because it is not. I do. We didn't do shit for them.
I get it. But I don't.
Me and you support, but in masses, we didn't support anything that was going with them. Latinos look at Cubans specifically. I'm not gonna talk about any other community because I'm not part of that community, even though I'm a Latina with them. Cubans talk shit about African Americans. Cubans did not support African Americans. Cubans think that they all victimize themselves, of this, all of that. African Americans are the only ones that are going to save your asses, Latinos. So you better start kissing. If you're going to kiss some ass in this country, you better kiss some black ass.
A lot of immigrants are shocked, angry, and confused, learning out that black Americans cannot be deported because they are the citizens of the United States. And most people assume that black Americans are immigrants because of their color, and they're never bothered to learn about the black American history. So in this video, I'm going to explain to you why black Americans cannot be deported. Let's get to see more reactions, then I'll come back with more commentary, all right?
And oh, we don't know where we came from and we African and we West African. They can't grasp that we're not immigrants. I think that's what it all boils down to. They want us to be like them. Like, they can't conceptualize the fact that even if we want to go by the indoctrinated version of history, we've been here for like 500 years. We're not first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, or seventh generation from a West Africa. A lot of us, first of all, were already here. They love to say, oh, you're not indigenous. It doesn't matter. I don't know why everybody's glazing us and gives a damn about what we claim. But they think we're immigrants. That's what is given to me. And also, it's an ego thing, because they want to be able to say that we came from them. They don't want, they can't, it fuels them. It validates them in a different type of way. It makes them feel superior. So for us to be now saying, no, we're just American. We have our own culture. Soul food is Black American. We have the way that we dress, our vernacular. We've invented a whole bunch of shit. And we're going to get into some of our inventions, because I was just reading up on one of the things that we invented was EMS, paramedics, and the ambulance system. Black men in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania invented the ambulance system. They don't teach us about shit. They just make it seem like all we do is dribble balls and fucking sing like Beyonce. We excel at that too. But we've literally created this whole fucking system. We are a part of the very fabric of this country. We're not immigrants. I am a melanin-rich American. I'm American. You want to call me black? I'm Black American. You want to say we foundational? Well, we got to get on one accord of how we identifying ourselves, because they really keep trying to like other us. And it's getting to be fucking bizarre. It's like they're trying to co-opt our lived experience and say that they're us and we are them, when they've always been very clear cut about who I'm Jamaican, I'm from Barbados, I'm Trinidadian, I'm Nigerian. Now all of a sudden in 2025 we all want, I don't know what's going on. It's bizarre. Something is going on, but this is no love lost. I'm not saying that I have any animosity. I just keep seeing you all having these conversations about Black Americans, and I'm just trying to figure out what is this about.
Now that brother explained the situation, well, how a lot of the immigrants feel, that a lot of them are jealous and downright furious that Black Americans can't be deported. Now, let me get to you what it really is. What they really thought about America. See, they thought that the United States of America is a white man's country. I'm going to repeat it again. The immigrants thought in the United States it's a white man's country, and we're here as a immigrant because this is a white man's country. And what the immigrants are finding out, oh no, baby, it's the Black man's country too. The Black American man and woman and children's country too. And that we can't be deported because we are the foundation of this country. We built this country. So when we say we built the country, well, you are the foundation of this country. That's why some people are saying foundational Black Americans, right? Because we are the foundation of the country.
African Americans built this nation. We built this nation. You know, you're just starting to get real credit for that. Okay, I don't know if you know that. You're just starting to get, you built the nation.
It's just facts. Built this whole damn country for free. Every brick, every rail, every road laid with blood and sweat that never got a paycheck. And what did they get in return? Chains, whips, red lines, nooses, Jim Crow, COINTELPRO, prisons, knees on necks, bullets in backs. Ain't no other group forced to love a country that hates them like this. That's strength. That's America. 400 years of free labor built the economy. Cotton alone was worth $3 billion in 1860. That is trillions today. Wall Street, founded on slave trade. The White House, built by enslaved hands. Every dollar ever printed got Black labor backed into it. But tell a racist that and they act like it's a history opinion. They fought in every war. Crispus Attucks bled first for this country in 1770. Black soldiers saved America in the Civil War. Hell, World War II fought Hitler while getting lynched at home. Vietnam drafted in disproportionate numbers. The thanks they got? GI Bills blocked, housing loans denied, neighborhoods flooded with heroin by their own government. Look it up. And you still got racists yelling, "Go back to Africa," like they ain't the original stolen property. Malcolm X said it best. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. The rock landed on us. Ain't that the truth? Black folks got every right to hate this place, but they stay. They fight. They create. They revolutionize. America wouldn't exist without them, and it damn sure would collapse without them.
Now people are saying that Latinos didn't know that Black Americans are not immigrants. Child, I just don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say to that. It makes sense though, because the narrative that I've always heard about why don't Black Americans have the same drive or take initiative or, you know, the narrative that we're lazy, even though we worked here for free. Like, didn't you know that? Didn't you know that our ancestors worked for free for hundreds of years? Like, I thought that was common knowledge, but I guess it's not. Like, this is really bad. If this is the case, why do you even need to take away critical race theory? People don't know it now. Might as well leave it in place. They don't know it right now. They don't even know the history of Black people in America. I just don't even know what to say at this point. It's way worse than I thought it was. But I do feel like Paul Mooney, that people are getting their Negro wake-up call, but in Spanish. They Latin wake-up call, they Hispanic wake-up call, because they learned it now.
I just seen a video on here. Well, African girl is on here saying, "Oh, well, ICE is now deporting Black Americans." What the fuck is they gonna deport us to, bitch? They gonna deport me back to St. Louis where my daddy from, bitch? They want it to be us so bad. They're not after us. See, we've been fighting these motherfuckers for generations and generations. They can't send us anywhere. Okay? It's nowhere for them to send us. This is our land just as much as it is theirs. We built this motherfucker. Didn't you hear what Trump said? It's us. The fuck is y'all talking about? And truly, we was here before them. And then y'all want to get on here and talk shit about us. And then turn around and ask us to unite with you guys. If we probably gonna unite with any fucking body, it'll probably be the Mexicans. Duh. And stop saying that I'm African. I'm not African. My ancestors are Cherokee and Choctaw Indians. You know, with the feathers. That's me. That's us. But it's okay. Y'all don't have to drag us into y'all bullshit. I mean, we get it. Trump is doing a damn fool on everybody. But at the end of the day, why y'all gotta pull us in it? They can't send us nowhere. Where they gonna send me to? Where's they gonna send us to? They gonna send my brother back to goddamn Chicago? I mean, what is going on?
So I'm scrolling and I saw this guy, this black American guy, talking about leaving the country, fleeing the country. We don't flee. And I was on Leo's Spell, shouts out to Leo, his live last night, and I heard another woman, a black American woman, saying, oh, maybe we should all collectively leave. Why the fuck would we leave a country that our ancestors, literally the soil that they're buried on? Why would we leave a country that they did so much hard work and toil to build? Why would we leave a country where mostly everything around you, they invented? Why would we leave a country that literally has our blood, sweat, and tears in it? Why would we leave a country that everybody is trying to flee to? The math don't math. They always stood up. They stood 10 toes and they fought the good fight. We are our ancestors' wildest dreams. We have more resources, believe it or not. We are smarter. We have access to more information. We have channels in which we could communicate to each other on opposite ends of the country. Why would we leave? This is our home. Everybody keeps trying to make it seem like black Americans are immigrants. We're not immigrants. People also try to make a joke like, oh, y'all ain't got nowhere to go to. Bitch, why do I need a place to go to where this is where I'm from? Where I'm going to go to Georgia, South Carolina, Virginia. This is where I'm from. We need to get that shit out of your brain. Why would you leave your country? Your ancestors did not build it up and fight for you to have rights and fight for you to have a voice so we could just leave. No, we have to pick up the torch and keep moving forward.
Man, I noticed something with this deportation thing. I just couldn't figure it out. I said it in my video, but I just never thought about it. These people keep saying we're going to get deported, we're going to get deported, we're going to get deported. They projecting because we the only people that didn't immigrate here. We didn't migrate here. We're not refugees to come over here. We not in the immigration system. We didn't have to pledge allegiance and denounce another country just to live here. We didn't do none of that. We not anchor babies. Our parents didn't come over here, didn't had us here. None of that. But they have. They have. And they hate that. They jealous of that. They jealous of that. Because number one, they thought they were going to be our replacement. They were working on it. I ain't gonna lie, they were working real hard to be our replacement. Then number two, they came over here to colonize us. But when they found out that Trump made it a way where we are emancipated people, we are children of slaves, we can't be deported. They hate that and that bothers them. That jealousy and envy bothers them because they already come over here with jealousy. They already come over here with envy. But now they see we can't go nowhere. Now they want us to be scared with them. They want us to be scared of if we see an unmarked car drive past our house. They want our heart to be beating fast. You know what I mean? When we go to restaurants and we see ICE come take somebody, they want us to be scared with them. And we just out here popping fans. You know what I'm saying? Well, them fans, we just popping fans, having fun, enjoying life, talking, trying to get our money right, trying to see what's going to happen in the future. We ain't even thinking about ICE. We're not even thinking about being deported like they is. They want us to be scared like them. They want us to be worried like them. You get what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, bro, like they really are jealous of us. Not just The Africans and Caribbeans, the Mexicans are jealous of us. Because they mad because they not part of the 14th Amendment. They not. There's a lot of white people not part of the 14th Amendment either. They jealous of that, bro. We can trace our family to the 1700s. Some people can go far back than that. And they don't like it. And they jealous of it. And they hate it. I know it burns them up. Like all the contempt, all the anti-blackness they say about us, the rhetoric, the stereotypes, all that stuff they spew. And that one thing they can't get is the citizenship like we have. We emancipated people and they hate that. Ooh, they hate that. That burns them up. That's why they doing these scare tactics on us. That's why they doing all these things. Because they want us to be fearful, just like them, of being deported.
ICE is not deporting Black Americans. Let me say it again. ICE is not deporting Black Americans. Where is this coming from? What are y'all talking about? Y'all want people to jump on this ICE shit? If you are Black American, please mind your business. We have nothing to do with that. It's not racist. It's just the facts. This ain't even a race thing. This is our country. We're home. There's nowhere to send us. Okay? Y'all keep talking about that thing that happened in Chicago in that building. Y'all already know the facts behind that. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. All right? They're not deporting Black Americans. It's not possible. Anybody that's dark that's getting deported, they're not American. They're Black in America, but they're not American.
Black Americans did not come to America by choice. They were brought by force. Their ancestors were ripped from their homes, kidnapped from Africa, and sold into slavery. For centuries, they worked in chains, on plantations, in homes, and in fields, building the wealth and the very foundation of America. That's why Black Americans cannot be deported, because there's no country to send them to. America is a home, whether the system has been fair or not. This is a fact that many people, especially some immigrants, don't realize, and it's shocking to them when they finally learn it. For generations, Black Americans fought for the right to exist as citizens in a country that never welcomed them. They fought in wars. They organized rebellions. They resisted slavery in every way they could. And after slavery ended, they continued to fight for freedom, equality, voting rights, and for basic dignity. So when people ask, why can't Black Americans be deported? The answer is simple. They are the citizens. They belong in America. Their presence is not temporary. It's not conditional. And it is not a gift. It is a right, and through unimaginable sacrifice and struggle. Here is the truth. Many immigrants depended on myths or stereotypes about Black Americans being just another group of immigrants. For years, Black Americans warned them that the system does not protect anyone equally. Many distant from Black Americans and assimilate into whiteness, believing they will be protected. But now when ICE raids happen and deportations are on the rise, many are now panicking and some turning to Black Americans for help. But true solidarity starts with learning, listening, and respecting their story, not when the system is threatening you. So to summarize this, Black Americans cannot be deported because their ancestors' blood, labor, and lives are tied to this land. Slavery, Jim Crow, segregation, and centuries of struggle were not just hardships. They were the part of the story that made them citizens. That's why their place is America, and there's nowhere else to send them. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Have a good one. I'll see you in the next video.